to the 20th Hayley-Roxanna Crafts quick crochet video, where I share information, hints and tips on one area of crochet in a short video. In this video, I'm focusing on how to do a magic circle. Most amigurumi projects start with a magic circle, or magic ring as it can also be known. In this smiski that I made for my niece, both the legs and both the arms were started with a magic circle. Magic circles are also sometimes used when crocheting squares or other shapes in the round. As I am right-handed, these instructions are intended for right-handed crocheters. However, if you are a left-handed crocheter, you could use me as a mirror image, so you reverse the hand positions and orientation. I'm using DK yarn and a 4.5mm hook, but the process is the same regardless of yarn weight and hook size. Some people will demonstrate the magic circle by doing some wrapping round the yarn around your fingers and things with the hook, and to be honest, these ways just confuse me. If they work for you, fine, carry on using them. But when I'm doing a magic circle, I just pretend I'm making a normal slip knot. However, I'm not completing the slip knot by pulling it tight on my hook. There's my magic circle. I now need to do some chains to secure this circle. I'm going to be working treble crochets in UK terms into my circle. Double crochets if you're working in US terms. So I'm going to do 3 chains. And these 3 chains are going to count as my first treble crochet. Okay, I now just need to work the rest of my treble crochets as normal into this circle. Okay, so whenever you'd normally insert your hook into a stitch, you're going to put it into the circle. Other than that, your stitch is exactly the same as you normally do it. Okay, you need to make sure that you are crocheting over both the circle and this tail end of yarn. So you've got 2 bits of yarn going underneath each stitch. Okay, and that's important for when you're closing your circle up. Okay, that's 3 stitches. I'll just keep going. It can be a little bit fiddly and take some practice to do. But if you want to use a magic circle, it's worth persevering. And that's my 6th treble, like so. So now I want to close my circle, and to do that I'm just going to pull on that tail end, and that shuts the circle up. More often than not, when you've done a magic circle, you will slip stitch into your first stitch, which in this case was that 3 chain for me. So I will do a slip stitch into the top chain of those 3 chains. There we go. And again, just give that another tug, just to close the circle up. One of the reasons many people are put off using magic circles seems to be that they worry they will come undone. So I'm going to show you what I do to ensure mine don't come undone. However, this may horrify some crocheters, but this is my personal preference, so I can be confident in my work. If you don't want to do this, you don't have to. So once I'm sure that I won't need to undo my magic circle, which is usually after I've done a few more rounds, but I've only got the one for now. That's fine. I will then thread the tail end onto a tapestry needle, and I will weave it under some of the stitches around the centre of that magic circle. Okay, and I will always give my work an extra tug at this point, just to make sure that that circle is really closed. Okay, like I said, just pop the needle under your stitches, like so. And then do that again, but going in the opposite direction once I've gone round. And if I want to be extra sure that this isn't going to come undone, and this is the bit that will horrify some, but I mean, this is the back of my work, so it's not like anybody's really going to see it. I will then insert my needle under a stitch, wrap that yarn round, and pull my needle through, and actually pull that into a tight knot. I will pull it really tight, and then I'll probably weave round a few more times. If this is going to be covered up, so like if you're doing a magic circle for amigurumi, this is going to be inside your amigurumi, I wouldn't bother snipping the thread off. But if it's going to be for like a blanket or something and you can see it, then once you've knotted it and you've weaved in a little bit more, you then want to snip your thread as short as possible. But what I will do then, just to be doubly sure it's not going to come undone, I will take a felting needle and I will stab over that end just to mat it in with the rest of the yarn. And that way I'm then confident that my magic circle's not going to come undone. If you have any questions about magic circles, please pop them in the comments. And in the next quick crochet video, I will demonstrate alternatives to the magic circle.